Yo, what's up, guys? You got II here today, once again with Illusion.
Back again once again.
And today we're doing the team building for Team Hax0rs. And they have Salamence, which is their Zmon. I know we haven't really been saying our opponent Zmon lately, but we won't keep making that mistake. So they have Salamence, Mega Alakazam, Galvantula, Kartana, Tentacruel, Alolan, Marowak, Landawai, Slurpuff. And we have Tapu Koko, which is our Z, Hydreigon, Metagross, Necrozma, Snorlax, Mega Heracross, Gligar, and for Alligator. So looking at their team, it looked like they were weak to Hydreigon. So we decided to bring it Scarf variant with Dark Pulse, Flash Cannon, Dragon Pulse, and U-Turn. Dark Pulse hits Mega Alakazam. It hits everything for decent damage, barring Slurpuff. Flash Cannon is for Slurpuff. Dragon Pulse is to hit Mints. And U-Turn for momentum. So we're modest with max special attack and 244 speed. And I believe this speed allows us to outspeed max speed Mega Alakazam. Anything to add?
Yeah. So I just want to add a little backstory to this game. So we won our four previous games, and this is the last game we're playing. So at this point, we're guaranteed into playoffs, and this team lost every game beforehand. So we weren't taking that game that seriously, but we want to end out of pools undefeated. So even though it's not as important as other games, we still want to win. I also want to add that Hydreigon is really good because he doesn't really have a good dark resist on the team. Their dark resist is Slurp which they don't want taking hits so it can sweep. And other than that, they just don't have a dark resist period. So Scarf outspeeds everything, and then we can just modest Dark Pulse and hit everything for good damage.
Exactly. So it's basically our revenge killer in case Megazam gets out of hand, or in case they're not Scarf Salamence. It's also a good revenge killer for Galvantula, Kartana, and it does decent damage to Tentacruel and Landawai, which it will be able to outspeed with the choice Scarf. So the next one we decided to bring was Metagross. X gonna give it to you. Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Ice Punch, and Bullet Punch with the Shucka Berry. So this is basically our Salamence and Slurpuff check. Bullet Punch hits Slurpuff. Two Bullet Punches will kill it, even if it's the Citrus set. And Ice Punch is for Mince. Shucka Berry is for Mince's Earthquake. Anything to add on this?
So looking at their team, Salamence is the biggest threat they have. We're almost positive we're gonna bring Z Fly because it really just breaks through any wall we could have. So we wanted Metagross which resists Z Fly or Z Outrage. And we wanted Shuka because it lives a +1 earthquake. I think it even lives a crit, and it's like a safety net for Salamence.
Yeah, exactly. We figured it might be Z Fly because we have Mega Heracross. And if we were running a bulky Mega Heracross set, then the only thing that'd be able to kill it would be the Fly set or Z Fly set. So we figured it'd be that set. Earthquake is obviously going to be stopped by the Shucka Berry. We have Earthquake of our own for things like Tentacruel and Alolan Marowak. 128 speed allows us to outspeed max speed Marowak in case that thing gets out of hand. And what's also important about the Shucka Berry is it can help with Land Y. We can fire off an Ice Punch on that thing and live any hit that it wants to deal to us. And yeah, Metagross is pretty much an essential Mon versus their team that we hope will put in the work. So the next Mon we decided to bring was Tapu Koko. Nature's Madness, Brave Bird, HP Ice, Thunderbolt, and Tapu Neum Z. Now this set is a bit controversial with our team. You could say. You want to go and explain why?
Okay, so I wasn't like confident in this set, but it's designed to lure in Alolan Marowak and KO with Brave Bird. With Z Nature's Madness, it does 75%, and then even like a minus attack nature, Brave Bird kills Marowak at 25%.
Yeah, exactly. Thunderbolt is just good stabbers their team. If Alolan Marowak isn't Lightning Rod, which I'm pretty sure it will be, it'll be able to do a lot. Z Nature's Madness into Brave Bird will kill Marowak, even though we're modest. So that's something to note there. We have no speed to outspeed max speed Kartana and Galvantula. And HP Ice is obviously for the Lando. In case that thing gets out of hand, we'll be able to outspeed that and kill that unless it's Yachi Berry. Um, Of course, it's got to be weakened before we can kill it with HP Ice, but if it switches in on a Z Nature's Madness, it'll do enough damage to where HP Ice or even Brave Bird should be able to take it out. So the next mon we decided to bring was Snorlax. So we are once again the Figgyberry Gluttony set, and we have Pursuit, Body Slam, Fire Punch, and Recycle. We have so this is basically our Mega Alakazam switch in. Zam cannot 2 KO us with Focus Blast because we have the Figgyberry. And we have Recycle, so we'll be able to beat Zam all day long, even the Calm Mind set. And this set is designed to basically Pursuit trap it and do as much damage as possible to put it in range of Bullet Punch from Metagross. We have Body Slam for those paras that we hope we will get, but unlikely. And then Fire Punch is basically so Kartana can't set up on us and win the game.
The Snorlax, or as it's called, Valorax, is really good because they can't really break it unless they use their setup sweeper. Like if they bring a special Land OI, it can't really break Snorlax. It also has to rely on Focus Blast, and I don't think they can bring Sheer Force, so it's not even going to be doing that much, and they have to rely on hits. The only way they can break it is with SD and Dragon Dance. Like, even Mega Alakazam could maybe run Calm Mind Psyshock, but even then, one Body Slam parrot, and we'd be able to beat it.
Exactly. Although we need to be wary of when we play this match of things like Physical Landorus or Belly Drum Slurpuff. But again, we have Metagross as insurance to make sure that thing doesn't get out of hand. Kartana could once again be an issue, but Fire Punch ensures that it won't Swords Dance up on us and win the game. Yeah, the rest is pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, they could bring that weird like minus attack Kartana that would boost speed when it kills.
SD set, yeah, that'd be pretty fire. Kind of like Fire Punch. The next mon we have is Gligar, and we are Eviolite, obviously, with Roost, Rock Tomb, Earthquake, and Defog. Now we're kind of relying on the set to make sure things like Kartana, things like Salamence, because without Rock Tomb, Gligar is kind of set up fodder for Salamence. So we figured we need Rock Tomb in order to make sure that thing doesn't get out of check. It also lowers the speed for things like Kartana, things like Land Y that outspeed. We're Defog to make sure things like Toxic Spikes, Tentacruel, and Rocks and Webs don't get out of hand versus us. A Roost, obviously, for recovery. Do you remember what the EV spread does for us?
I think we can live like Salamance's Z Fly pretty comfortably, and even a +2 Kartana's like Leaf Blade.
Yeah, I'm not sure about +2 Kartana, but I know we can live one hit from it at +2.
Yeah, I don't think it lives like if they're like Life Orb or a boosting item.
Yeah, I think this set also allows us to deal with Alolan Marowak to an extent.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically this is meant to take on their physical attackers, and I think it'll do the job fairly well versus them.
Yeah, Rock Tomb's a good safety net versus a lot of like their setup mons, so they don't get too out of hand. Like even like a Rock Polish Lando, I think it can live 2 Hidden Power Ices, and if it like gets 2 Rock Tombs off, it can do damage while slowing it down, so it can't outspeed and sweep us.
Something interesting to note though is that their Landorus Incarnate is not Sheer Force. That is banned in the TMT, so they have to be Sand Force, which makes it a lot less of a threat than it would normally be. So things like Earth Power are going to be doing a lot less to things like Snorlax and Necrozma and whatnot. And speaking of Necrozma, we are running choice specs this week with Psychic, Dark Pulse, Prismatic Laser, and Psyshock.
This is what we're hoping to be the MVP of this game, because if you look at that team, they don't really have good Psychic resist.
They have no Psychic immunity.
They have Kartana and Mega Alakazam. Kartana gets O-code by Spec Psychic unless they're running like AV Kartana, and even then it takes like 70%. Mega Alakazam takes like 38%, and unless they're running Recover, it can't switch in much, and if we predict it once with Dark Pulse, which they barely have any resist, it dies.
Exactly.
It also prevents it from being set up fodder on anything because it hits like a truck.
Mm-hmm. Psyshock is basically for any AV mons they may have or anything that we can that's more specially defensive. Dark Pulse is obviously for Megazam. Psychic is for stab and hits things like Kartana better than Psyshock would. And Prismatic Laser is in case we want to, you know, kill their last mon.
Yeah, maybe they run like AV Max Pedef Salamence, and we want to kill that prismatic laser.
I mean, hopefully we're locked into Dark Pulse if that happens, but you never know. And that with that, do you have anything to add?
Nope. I hope this team performs well in the battle.
Me too, me too. And that concludes our TMT team builder versus Team Hax0rs, and stay tuned for the actual match.